It's your boy Daniel, LionsDen Evans, and the next episode starts right now.
May I introduce myself?
Welcome to the pride.
Welcome to the pride.
See the fire in my eyes. Yeah. Brothers need to stick together. As a team, we can make it wherever. Just tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
Just tell me if it's real.
Hey. What a time, what a time. What a time for a black man to be alive. Living in the struggle while trying to keep our composure. Killing each other while trying to look for that exposure. We all just want to make it, we should do it as a team. Build each other up and they can't even say a thing. Me and all my brothers just stuck together like glue. It's us against the world and you know what we finna do. Woo! Pop a bottle, we in here for celebration. We just wanna be the leaders that's pushing the generation. Take a seat and find your zone for the topic of conversation. Find a way for a positive revelation. Now this really ain't the time to be thinking about yourself, cause we just a bunch of hustlers that's trying to give out some help. We turn the cubs into lions inside of the den. Come and join the brotherhood if you really just wanna win. Hey.
We rolling. Got my boy Junior here. This is like a reunion for us, man.
Earlier today, said my whole name.
With Martin Gurley?
That nigga said Martin Gurley Jr.
Martin Gurley, also known as Junior.
Oh, okay.
And then the most, I guess the fun fact about the Junior part is you're not even
a junior.
So
see, a lot of people don't know that, so that's crazy.
You gotta,
too many people know that.
You know what? Nigga do what they do. This is some things about him that you gotta know unless you've been with him all these years.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
A lot of people don't know that.
Nah, they don't know that, but they gonna find out tonight. They gonna find out tonight.
Yeah. So what's the
no topic?
No, I'm talking about
freestyle.
What we sipping on?
Oh, so I got some Crown Royal Peach. We can go to the ABC store and get you something if you want some special. But on the way back, guess what we gonna stop?
Cigars.
We gonna go get some cigars, but we gonna go get some Javas, right?
Right.
Almost the chocolate one. The chocolate one was good. Man, I had the mint one last time, and they was alright, but I like the chocolate one.
What time I went to bed this morning?
Man, what time? Cause look, I don't even know. Look, I just know that we shut down so you can go in and get set up for the shirts and everything. Yeah. In my mind, I'm thinking that you're gonna be making shirts all night because this dude is like a robot when it come down to getting stuff done. Yeah. He just be up all him and King Asheville. Them jokers do not sleep when it come down to getting projects done. So I literally in my mind, I thought that he was gonna be up all night doing shirts. So what time did you go to sleep last night or this morning?
I went to sleep at 6 o'clock.
So he took a nap. And I was getting up. Yeah. He was just not going down.
King Asheville, the one do the video game?
Oh, he's a
music producer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. I got some shirts done last night. My machine, I had to recalibrate it. So I was like, all right, while it's doing that, I'm gonna go to sleep. Give me a little shut eye. Cause I know me, I'll stay up, bro. You remember Vegas?
Oh yeah, man, got dog out. When I got home from Vegas, I slept for 3 days during that because I was so exhausted from not getting no sleep. It's like Vegas, a place you just gotta be happy. You gotta have the camera rolling because it can pop off at any time.
At any moment, bro.
You think, oh, you finna go to lay down and go bed? No, it's one long day. From one day to the next, it's just one long day.
Every time I go to Vegas, man, I get on the strip. That's all I do is get on the strip.
That's it.
Pick up brochures.
Like you gonna go somewhere, but you ain't going. Come on down and go a dirt bike ride. We gonna go there. Yeah, all right. It's still
woman brochure.
Oh no.
The little postcards they give you, I grab about 36 of them. I said, if I call one of them, I bet you they ain't even coming. She might show up. She might look like something. Come on, anything but the hunter in the woods.
The hunter in the woods. we had them women trying to solicit us to take pictures with them, and then she was like, we like, how much do it cost? She said, oh, just do a donation. Okay, no problem, we can do donation. But we gave her a donation. What she say, bro?
She said, well, can I get one? That was for my friend.
$50 for each of us. Oh, are you kidding me? This whole experience ain't worth $50. Why would I give you 50 and give her 50 if we're on the same picture? Oh, that was my friend. You said a donation. Why? The donation got a dollar sign attached to it. Why is it a 50 instead of a 10?
A donation means I'm volunteering to give.
Exactly. He had his camera the whole time. He couldn't legitimately walk around. He could be taking pictures. Other folks were charging him for pictures. If he wanted to get that. But we were just going for the experience, you know what I'm saying? But we had a good time, but...
I just take a lot of pictures.
Did y'all see the flipping guys?
The who?
The flipping guys, they started flipping.
No, the Jabberwockies?
Nah,
But you seen a dude that said he was a flipper. Yeah, bullshit.
Said he was a flipper.
Too, bro.
What he was doing?
That's why he was gonna flip. Kept telling me he was gonna flip off the tree. Remember that?
Oh, talking about that little drunk. That just probably was a crackhead, man. That was a march. That was a march.
Sometimes they do that just to see if you really want to, you know what I'm saying, they get a crowd, next thing you know, 8 of them come out.
This dude said that he was gonna run across the 6-lane highway. He was gonna turn a backflip off of the doggone thing. And he went over there and he kept acting like he was gonna flip, but he never flipped. He was just like jumping, kept jumping, and kept hopping and stuff about flipping.
Grasshopper. Y'all see the gold man? His switch position.
He went down there. He's in New Orleans.
Oh, he's in New Orleans.
He's a silver man.
Then you got the old lady. She's sitting in the air. Y'all see her?
Sitting in the air.
She's sitting in the air, man.
No, we ain't see that. We was at the MGM Grand, so that's the strip that we was on. The MGM Grand.
Right.
We walked all the way down the end, and we went to Bubba Gum Shrimping Company, and we ate that with Bubba Gum. You know, with the one that after Bubba, my best good friend Bubba, after he passed away, all of his proceeds of his money went to his family, and they opened Bubba Gum Shrimping Company restaurant, and that's where we went to Vegas and ate at Bubba Gum. And that's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. So what are some of the new things that you've been dealing with, man, since the last time I saw you, brother?
Man, I met this girl. She got a food truck.
You said she had a fat truck.
She got a food truck, and I want to link up with her, man, but I don't think she's serious because, you know, I guess, to make a long story short, I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to hit on her and be in a relationship, because I don't want to tie that relationship into business like that.
What you mean? You met her for the purpose of what?
I met her just by networking with her.
So was you interested in networking in a business? What kind of business you want to do?
But when I started talking to her, you know what I'm saying, we always laugh and joke, she cool. But she let me know she had a food truck. I'm like, nah. Don't want to bag up the friendship and then go strictly business with her because she might feel some type of, you know, I don't know what she does.
What way could she feel? And if you learn one thing about me, what's my number one rule? Always business first.
Oh, business first, yeah.
Because if you can expand your food truck, mobile grillers, as a franchise, you can help her get set up. You become the big boss, and then she can be a franchise.
She already established. She sells seafood.
Okay, but she ain't selling what you got.
Right.
So y'all can partnership, and then she can be just another extension of what you got going on. So
You got a logo already? You got a logo for this?
I had many logos, but I'm thinking about switching the name, but I don't want to switch it until I get established what I am got going on right now with it. So my future is gonna be 40 acres and a grill.
40 acres in the grill?
Yeah, 40 acres.
Oh man, that is epic right there. Give me some for that, dog. Man, I ain't never thought about that, bro.
40 acres and a grill.
I ain't never thought about that. 40 acres in the grill. So you setting yourself up to have your own 40 acres instead of letting somebody give you something.
Right.
40 acres in a mule, 40 ounces in a pit bull, 40 ounces in a 40 acres in a pit bull, 40 acres in a mule, 40 acres in a grill.
Yeah. 40 acres in a grill.
Oh,
and that's
man.
And I told one person about that. I told my sister about that.
Multiple grillers.
Yeah. Future. 40 acres and a grill.
40 acres and a grill.
Right now, because it's trucking is slow.
And hey, this is for the ones who think I'm just saying something. This is my guy. Been driving truck for how many years?
12 years.
12 years a truck driver. And he just said one of the things I've been trying to tell other truck drivers, other people that trucking is what right now?
Slow.
Why is it slow, brother?
Numerous things. Fuel, freight. They want to connect it to the war in Russia. They want to connect it to still connected to COVID. It's numerous things. It's numerous things. Only thing I can come up with is, and I hate to do my people like this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. They get out here and make these commercials and talking about they making $300,000 a week with these Range Rovers and these yachts that they buying. Hey, I'm thinking somebody hating on us, man. You know what I'm saying?
The trucking industry?
The owner-operators, independent.
Owner-operators.
Because if I'm steady showing videos that I'm making all this money and I'm making this quick, and I just figure speech on the numbers I say, you know, they're not saying they're making 300 a week, but they said they're making this quick money. And you know those people, you know, I'm not going to, hey, read between the lines. I'm not going to say them. I don't like to advertise them. They don't like to see us make it. And when we fall to it, we brag so much. Just keep quiet and make the money. Buy your stuff. You ain't got to let the world know.
So how does that affect the gas prices?
Well, no, it's affecting the freight. When I'm usually taking freight down to Houston, Texas for $3,500, and now it's $1,400.
Oh my God!
You know, it's
a huge difference.
And it's not the other truck. It's not the other truck driver taking it down there for that price. It's just that they're gonna stall. I believe they're out to get the owner operator. And what I mean by that, they want the big companies to take the freight because they have more dependable trucks.
Mm-hmm.
I straddled the fence on it. Okay, I understand you want your freight to get there guaranteed and be dependable, but they just don't starve us out like this. That's all I'm asking. So if you're listening, what? That's the camera. I need to look at the camera. Yeah. Stop starving us out.
Starving you out.
You know, stop, please. But let's change the subject. That's a touchy subject because
don't start crying and stuff.
No, you did. No, what it is, you taking food off my table. You know what I'm saying? You making me go back to some. You know what I'm saying? Hunger mode. You take me back to hunger mode. Now I was sitting back. I was getting ready to expand my barbecue business. Now I got to put that on hold. And people ask me, why you got to put it on hold? Because you just don't. I don't want to throw everything in there and start boiling the pot. I want to slowly put stuff in there. You can't put the eggs and the potatoes in there together.
You have to pay something.
Yeah, that's true too. I guess they say same boiling water, soften the potato, harden the egg, right?
Hey, that's real talk. The same water that soften the potato,
harden the egg.
Harden the egg.
Y'all got a fried daddies up here?
Yeah, fried daddies.
Or they just serve fried?
No, that's seafood. Fried seafood.
Yeah, but I remember with this salmon.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I remember we was just up here. We had Juneteenth up here. We had us a ball, man. But yeah, we got to pull up in JR Cigar.
We pulled up in JR Cigar. We're gonna do a smoke and sip with my longtime best friend. This man is like a brother from another mother. So in order to smoke, we got to get something to smoke. I got like maybe one at the house, but it ain't gonna be enough for
That's
us.
crazy.
So we just gotta go ahead.
I drove past here earlier today.
We pass here.
Yeah, to hop on 95.
Okay.
And I didn't even see JR Cigar right here. I seen the food hall right here. I'm like, what is this food hall?
Yeah, it's like a food mall, man. It's got a bunch of different places in there you can go in and eat and stuff. Like a food court. So we gonna go ahead and grab us some Java. They got me on to it. I enjoy it.
We'll find out.
Infused cigar.
We'll find.
Brothers need to stick together. As a team, we can make it wherever. Just tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
Just tell me if it's real.
Hey.
So we at JR Cigars. It's a smoke lounge. Distinguished gentlemen come here and smoke. We're gonna find us a couple nice little sticks tonight. The job was over here in the corner. I told you what I do. I don't smoke a cigar. I don't puff it. Tell me puff that sometimes. What you got? What flavor?
Chocolate?
This one, how many is that one? That's the chocolate. They got some that's got different let's see if she can tell me.
This the one I used to get there.
The lighter the cigar, the mild, the darker, the more strong. You just start out, you want something that's really light. What is this? It's like when Frank Sinatra gets coffee. She said red. Red is chocolate. I got one for you now.
Okay, yeah. About to say, cause what if I don't even like it?
Yes, I'm saying you want to mess around with the cigar. Yeah. Yeah. You used to get that one?
they say that seafood place. I thought that was like Atlanta got one that's just like I guess they do gourmet fries, a whole bunch of fries. Yeah, fries going on.
Hey, I've been there a couple of times. I just know they got seafood. They do have some gourmet stuff. They got it's fried daddy. Fried everything in there is fried. Fried corn, stuff like that. Well, I had some fried ribs. Is Sanford close to Charlotte, ain't it?
No, Sanford is close to here.
No, it wasn't Sanford. I'm lying. There's another place right there close to Charlotte. I forgot the name of the city, but they had some fried ribs, man, that was so good. I'm talking about, man. Oh, that's why I had that phone. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Fries, you got coleslaw, but you ain't got no hot sauce and mouth. So okay, go in my bag. Go in the bag. If I say the receipt say you didn't give me hot sauce and mouth, so I'm going guarantee you my money, pay you back your money by dawn.
Your money back by dawn.
Is it your money by dawn or is it your money by dawn? Which one is it?
Y'all watched that last night?
Yeah, which one is it? Is it your money by dawn or your money by dollar?
He said, I'm going to reach into my pocket and pay you back your money by dollar.
Your money by dollar?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I thought he said your money by dawn. But you said he said your money by dollar. Your money, my dollar. Hey, it sounds good both ways. And in the words of Ray Charles, you know what? If you think pennies, you get pennies. But if you think dollars, you get dollars. So basically, all a nigga do what it do, baby. Yeah. So we got a cooking competition that these boys want to do tonight, and I know y'all heard it earlier, but we're gonna just reiterate. What are the stakes of the competition? We're gonna do a steak. What we gonna do? What we doing? We're gonna do steak.
Steak. What you said you was doing? Steak, lobster.
Steak, lobster, and a side. So what's your sides?
Like a mashed potato.
I don't fool with, it gotta be loaded mashed potato for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we all gotta do the same thing.
Get some chives now.
Huh?
I
I was gonna do like some pilaf. Rice pilaf, like a rice, cheddar rice. Huh? So you gonna do mashed potatoes? What you gonna do? You don't make a difference. You don't give a damn what it is. Just what is it? I don't give a damn. I'm gonna give you a big T-bone, size of your back. A big old steak, yeah.
This area look real familiar.
You know I'm gonna get on Shaq with that picnic table suit.
You can get a jelly sandwich on that nigga back. Shaq is 6 foot, size 19, 15 inches tall. I can't be his friend in public because while I'm trying to give him a good game of crackers, congratulations.
He said, look, I'm trying to get you a bit. I'm trying to congratulate you on your game. And you got your dick all on my forehead.
You talking about money?
And big as Shaq is, he ain't even a gangster in his family. His wife is a gangster because she had 5 of his goddamn gorilla size babies.
So that grandson's place is closed down.
Oh yeah, that place done been about 6 different restaurants already. I don't even go eat there. Now they doing experiment on folks. It's gonna be another 6 months. It's gonna be something else. Grandsons, Ryan's Steakhouse.
Grandpa.
It was a Chinese spot for a long time. They got shut down because they didn't have no dumpsters, but they had a lot of stray cats come up missing. I don't know. You tell me. Things you hear about but you never see. Have you ever seen a dumpster inside of a Chinese restaurant outside the back of that?
Have you ever seen a Chinese funeral?
No. You ain't never seen a Chinese
funeral?
This ain't That nigga lips was white like Santa Claus. Well, he finna get his Christmas spirit started now.
That nigga smoking that cigarette like he on GTA.
Like he's the last one right there, boy.
You know, on GTA, he smoking it?
Yeah.
That nigga a bot.
That nigga smoking that dog. He's smoking the felt paper off that son of a gun.
Oh, man.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get some ingredients. We're at Walmart right now. We're going to go do a little shopping for some dinner. Find out what we're going to put on the grill, or well, not the grill, but we're going to fire some stuff up. And we're going to do this 3-man competition to see who can cook the best steak, shrimp, and sides. So that's what we're going to do. So we're here at Walmart. Go get it in. Okay. This your boy Daniel LionsDen Evans, and join me Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock for story time inside the den. What is story time? These are the opportunities I have to tell stories about my childhood and my adulthood now. Things that have happened in my life to shape where I am now. Well, it's gonna be a rare experience. We ain't never done this before. Ever. We ain't never done it. Keep making that sound. That's the most annoying sound in the world. Is that and the alarm clock.
I ought to know better. I went to jail for not wearing no seatbelt one time.
How you go to jail for that?
I had a warrant, and he pulled us over because I didn't have my seatbelt.
So the seatbelt caused you to get your license to run. So that you had a warrant. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A stay packed, don't you?
I tell you the time I went to jail for calling the police on getting robbed. The week that I left Oklahoma, I had it was the end of tax season. Well, it was close to the end of tax season, 2016. So I would use the tax season. I was gonna plan my exit strategy to leave Oklahoma at the end of tax season, get my money, and then get on about it, right? So I was still working in partnership with my brother at the time. So he had left Oklahoma, and I stayed in Oklahoma to run the tax business. And so last week I was in Oklahoma. For y'all who watching, I actually somebody had came in and threw some rocks. I had a storefront. They threw a rock through the glass, and broke the glass on the storefront property, and it went inside and stole all of my TVs and computer monitors. And so I'm calling the police to report it. And then the police shows up, and he gets my report and all that kind of stuff. And so then he asked to see my license. This joker ran my license and told me that I had a bench warrant for failure to appear for a traffic violation. So he put me in handcuffs and took me to jail. I'm the one that called him, and he took me to jail. I had the bond out and everything. I'm like, how in the world? This is why black men don't like the police. It don't even matter if you calling a report on somebody else. If something is wrong with your license, they'll take you to jail, and you just trying to get help. And I wasn't. It was like the craziest thing, man. It was like the devil was trying to keep me in Oklahoma, man. I was trying to come out of there, bro. Got arrested, man. Handcuffed. Had to bond out for a bench warrant for a failure to appear for a traffic violation. Wow. And now I get a letter in the mail last week. I got jury duty for the first time in history. I got jury duty next week.
You know what type of case it is? Oh, I don't tell you. gonna go there and ask you some questions. All you gotta do is just to get
be the most biased, the most difficult, be like Coley Cole was on Martin.
Do you want to do it?
Nah.
Oh, all you gotta do when they ask that, when you turn around. They ask the question, do you know anything about this case? Just say yes. They're gonna release you. Because if you already know about the case, you're already judgmental about it. Sound right?
I mean, I'm thinking about doing it just to get some experience. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't never done it before.
I would love to do it, but I don't think I can ever do it. Fella.
Hey, well, what they calling me for? I'm a felon. What they calling me for? Do jury duty. They got my social security number. They know what I am. So if they calling me for it, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Yeah, felon. Yes, felon. What am I doing jury duty for? Everybody's innocent to me. I done been through the system. I'm letting everybody go home. 65% on anything. If you got a weed charge, hey, he is innocent. Let that man go. Let him legalize weed. What we still locking folks up for?
Right, yeah, you shouldn't be.
Don't let me be the joggo, the one that decided to go home.
They didn't decriminalize it in a lot of places. I think they should just legalize it. Well, if you ain't gonna legalize it, it shouldn't be an arrest fence. It shouldn't even be a fine fence. It should be, unless you smoking and driving, you know. Come on now, they didn't already legalize. Now you want to smoke and drive. Come on man, just chill out. But you know, some people can smoke and drive. Some people can't.
Well, I think if they legalize it, they need to just go ahead and let people out of jail. They done been charged.
Right, yeah.
Should
Nobody be in jail for weed right now.
Nobody. So what you got planned for Christmas, man?
I'm gonna tell you like this, boy. I broke out of Scrooge last year.
You did what?
I broke out of the Scrooge mentality.
Oh, so you had a decent Christmas last year?
Well, I was expected at the first one at the house. I didn't go to
So you
Clarksville.
broke out of the screw. That mean you've been screwed all these years?
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, man, it's Christmas for real. We just had Thanksgiving. I thought we thanked people enough. And gave enough. Gave them a meal and thank you. These holidays right here, man, just motivation be but I'm gonna get back where I need to be. And you take me to the house different every time, man. I don't even know.
Same place, same time, same road. So you don't have no plans for Christmas?
Not right now. Everything would have ran right, I would be in Clarksville. I was going, if everything would have fell right, I was going to be in Clarksville all the way to after New Year.
Clarksville?
Mm-hmm. Seeing my little girl.
You don't get a chance to bring her to North Carolina?
I went to Nashville with Tisha. And her brother, and the two girls. I called my wife. I said, my ex-wife. I said, we just live. I'm bullshit. I'm talking all crazy. So I said, let me get Shamar, because I'm coming up there for the weekend. I don't know who you gonna be with.
What they gotta do with it?
Thank you, man.
I mean, I don't understand that part about a woman for them to say that based on who you gonna be with.
You don't trust me.
Yeah. Like you think somebody you think the daddy gonna let somebody harm his kid while they with him? So who does it matter if you do something? I never could understand that, man. My kids' mom used to do the same thing to me. As long as I'm with another woman, you can't see your kids because I don't want another woman touching my kids or playing house with my kids. Like if a woman is there, she gonna make sure them kids eat and all that kind of stuff. Cause men don't. We can go all day without eating. But like, you ain't ate all day? Oh man, I'm busy trying to grind. A kid gotta eat 3 meals a day for real. But they just don't like when you get with somebody else that you can't. So you haven't had a chance to get your daughter on your own.
just when I if I come to Clarksville and I'm there by myself, I can take her go get some ice cream and stuff like that. Yeah.
What's your daughter's favorite flavor ice cream?
Mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip. Yeah. But she what? How old is she now?
8.
Man, 8 years old.
8 years. She be texting me.
But she got a phone.
Yeah, she got a phone.
Didn't that like take her like a load off your shoulder when she was able to get her own phone and she can call you on her own now?
Well, she had the means to do it, but it was just like more of a. I felt like somebody was in her ear, Because I mean, like I tell everybody, hey, I messed up. I left my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I messed up. I didn't stay there. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't leave the daughter. You left the mom.
Right, but I give myself that, you know what I'm saying, that's down. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can, feel a little bit better about the situation. But I'm not in denial what she goes through when I'm not around. Because, fathers are important. At least that's what they told me.
So what's going to be the conversation you have with your daughter when she gets to the age of understanding the difference between you leaving her mom versus you leaving her? Like, what's going to be that conversation you have?
Well, we already had the conversation. I cried in her arms, she cried in my arms. Then she went to church and said, me and my dad and my mama ain't together no more. Yeah. So I say, she's a me. You know what I'm saying? Straight honest. So yeah, she know. She realized it. But every time she see me, she light up. I believe I'm gonna get that till she turn a teenager. A teenager, they get that attitude.
You're your kid's superhero until they learn that the world is bigger than the 4 walls they live in, and other people become their heroes, and other people become more adventurous, and it's the hardest on a father because we don't get a chance to have that some men can have that bond with their kids if they in the house with them, but most men if they the absentee parent, they don't get the chance to have that kind of bond that it takes to
That's why I had a conversation with this guy about co-parenting, and he was talking about that co-parent ain't nothing but a BS, a bunch of BS, and I told him, I said, no, it ain't, man. I said that's what keeps that relationship with the child and with the mother too. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be an anger thing. When you got your new, like she got a new dude, I got my new woman. We should be able to see each other in a mile, wave, say, hey, how you doing?
Supposed to be able to, but that's not how it's designed. I mean, I ain't gonna say designed, but it's not the normal thing that happens. You normally break up and can't even cohabit it in the same place with the other person because of maybe somebody is still attracted to the other person, or they don't want to see the other person do good because you see like this person here done left me and done went on and did better things without me, and all of that. I wouldn't have a problem with it because I know that as a man, it takes more than one to raise your kids, man. It takes a village to raise your kids. And if you with a woman and she got kids, at a certain age of that kid's life, that kids start acting different. And the mother can't recognize where the kid is coming from. That's the part when you have to call that other dad and say, look, she's acting or he's acting similar to you when you was a kid. Did you have any issues that we didn't know about? So you can help get that child to where they need to be and be a good co-parent. What this guy is talking about is the fact that when a mother puts a price tag on the relationship with child support, and they put your status as whether or not you're a good father based on how much child support you pay or don't pay, that's the problem. Because child support ain't always about a financial obligation. You have men that take their kids to doctor's appointments and they take care of their kids mentally and emotionally, but they might not be doing financially, but because they
that love can't ain't got a price tag. But that's how society is.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. I mean, like you can't for an example, I got denied from my passport because of the rears. So you telling me I can't go out and travel abroad without paying this bill or whatever? My kids are both grown now, and I'm still dealing with the rears. So I can't get certain advancements in life because of that.
Well, the only thing I can say is hop on a cruise.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
Hop on a cruise, man. So, yeah, that's crazy.
What?
Getting denied a passport because
Of the reasons.
I see if you just trying to take your child out of the country.
Your own flesh and blood, your child. But that's the way the world works. You have to comply to
totally
it.
different.
Huh?
That's totally different. Your house on the right or left, right?
Right.
I'm thinking it's on
Yeah. So you and your daughter, they got a pretty
Oh yeah.
tight bond.
Mm-hmm. And I believe me and Sherelle got one. It's just that like I like what I've been going through lately, man. I said let me get up out of it, so because I ain't used to being in this situation. Clint told me today, he said he used to being in a different situation than you in now, so it's hard for you to maneuver. I said, well, to a certain extent, but wow. But I said I'm gonna get back right because I just don't. My thing is I don't want to see I don't want my little girl to see me down. I don't think.
But kids are resilient, man. They, you down. They know you down. Kids have a way to come up to you, man, and give you some extra motivation, man. You can't get nowhere in the world.
And it'll be that look,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? That's that unconditional part about kids that, they don't care nothing about you can't pay bills. They just want their daddy.
Mm-hmm.
They just want you to. They want you to know that it's that you ain't gonna never. You can't change your DNA. So you're gonna always be daddy, whether they like you or not. They're gonna always be daddy. This is Junior here. He got his stuff going. We're gonna see what we got going on right here. Where's your meat at? Over here?
Oh yeah, it's over here. Main
This is what we got going on right here. We got potatoes cooking. This is Junior steak right here. He got his own little deal. How he's doing it.
You see how
This is Antonio Soulfvl Designz, Soulfvl Purpose. We got some lobsters getting ready to go in the oven. We got some shrimp chopped up right here. And then here go my stuff over here, marinated, soaking.
They tried to kill my wife.
They tried to kill.
My wife. Hey, they got to do this. Do I need to put what do you say? Do I need to put 100,000
So,
guns on the street?
This is what we doing, trying to get it ready. We're gonna do the competition on who got the best steak and all that kind of stuff. So we working on it right now. And we got some other stuff going on. So, hey, this is all part of the whole weekend. So stay tuned. We will be in Clinton, North Carolina tomorrow doing a gospel show. Everybody's going to be here. Everybody here is going to be there, so you all can see us live in action. So we got about 15 minutes before we go put these steaks on. So well, maybe longer than that. We're gonna make sure they're right, but we're gonna get it done. So the reason why a dream is so powerful is because you can always change how it ends. When you watch a movie from start to finish, the director has already decided how that story is going to end. So no matter how many times you watch it, no matter how many emotions you'll watch it with, it's going to always end the way the director wants it to end. But a dream, when you dream a dream and you wake up from your dream and you go to telling people your dream, some kind of way you can start adding stuff that wasn't in the dream originally, and you can start making it to where you wanted to make it the way it looks. So with a dream, it always can be altered and it can always be changed, because that's the most powerful thing of it is it's not written in stone. So whether you achieving your dream today or tomorrow, always shoot high, because you can always change how it ends.
Wrapping up, man. I enjoy it. Wrap it up just like this cigar. That joke said dichotomy. I never heard that word before.
We wonder why nothing's getting done, because they don't want to pass the baton. And this is an issue that we have had in the black community for a long time. Not just progressive black caucus, black church,
all we making up words now.
organization.
That's what we doing now. We making up words, huh?
Why not?
Huh?
Black men and women are seldom given an opportunity
Hey, you never
to
know.
experience real power. So when we get a taste of real power, we don't like to give it up because we're not used to it. That's why you got 100-year-old pastors running
give me your
churches.
thoughts
when
on
you got
Kanye West,
30-year-old
man.
drug pastors in the same congregation.
yeah.
They never get a chance to get That's why you see so
We
many
had it. We were talking about it earlier.
black
He
organizations
just going about it the wrong way. This man put everything on the line. I don't want you to lose your money to make a point, because you can easily make a point off your actions.
Okay. What's the
And
point?
his actions, he tried to prove the point that there's a elite personnel that's messing over the black people because they have power and we don't have no power.
Okay.
We don't own anything. And then soon I make that statement right there, we're gonna have people say, well, look at Jay-Z. See, we're not talking about individuals. We talking about as a whole. The black race don't own nothing. You're not gonna call no shots unless you own something. We don't own nothing.
Nah, we don't.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have nobody to go to bat for us. Now, do we have a lot of successful black people? Yes. Are they doing their job? Guess what? My pay grade don't go that far. But not to steer away from Kanye West. Kanye West, when he wore the White Lives Matter shirt, everybody gave him big money. Let that man do whatever he got to do to do whatever he got to do to have it. It's his mindset if he want to do this. If he doing this to upset black people, man, don't feed into nothing he do. Let him do his deal. He either gonna stop doing it, or do it more, or cancel himself out. I just hope they don't kill him, man. Because, just you gotta leave Kanye West alone, man. When you get to that status, you're gonna be running through some stuff like that. You're gonna just let Kanye West do Kanye West.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just like Kaepernick. Man, you risk your career trying to make a point. We know what we going through in America. Don't lose your job. You can't save all of us. But I like you that you did it, that you had some balls. But come on, man. Finish your career. There's people out there that are supposed to do that.
Who are those people? Because we don't have any political figures anymore.
I'm just saying.
Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, them niggas is dead, man.
No, they get killed.
They dead.
Right.
Whether they got killed or whether they died on natural causes, who is the political figure that's supposed to stand in the gaps instead of Colin Kaepernick, instead of Kanye,
But my thing
instead of
is,
Kyrie Irving or whatever? I mean, what is the problem? Where are the people that's supposed to be standing in the gaps?
my rebuttal to that is, who designated us to save the world?
Us, nigga.
What you saving? You ain't gonna save it.
Ain't about saving it, it's making it better for the next generation.
That's you do that around the kitchen table.
Ain't no more kitchen tables.
Yes, I mean, if you got a family, it is.
Niggas is eating food in their rooms.
But I'm just saying though, that's
Niggas
on you.
eating fast food, burgers, eating it in the car.
That's on you.
See, the black family used to have a table where they sat down and eat meals and say, hey, you're not excused until everybody's done eating, and if we got this issue to discuss, we're gonna discuss it as a family. Ain't nobody doing that no more. So people got kitchen tables. Guess what the tables are full of now? Bunch of mail, a bunch of knickknacks, a bunch of projects, kids projects. So they eating food in their rooms because the table is full.
The kitchen and turned to the office.
And then the kitchen table was supposed to be a place of what? Discuss business. That's the most intimidating place in the house. They'll go sit down at the table. Oh,
Most black movies, every time you see them at a kitchen table, it's a problem.
You know when this world will be better, man? When they eliminate the cell phone. What they do? The cell phone get upgraded every week.
You make cell phones, then you cut the communication. You cut the availability of people.
A lot of more than communication come on with that, man. A lot of propaganda, a lot of foolishness. The only thing the cell phone help is when that police officer pull you over and gun you down for nothing. That's the only thing that help. The cell phone. Remember they talking about, oh, they try to put a chip in us. They ain't trying to put it. This the chip right here. This the chip right here.
But I don't think the solution is eliminating the cell phone.
That's the only way it's gonna be. Cause that's what we're going through. Cause every time done. We always think something. What happened? What happened? It ain't nothing positive. Everything negative. Every time the news come on, what you hear? We don't even watch the news no more. I mean, we have to watch the news. Everything's off this right here. It controls us. This cell phone controls. Let our cell phone go out due to a storm. That's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna call that phone company. We're gonna cuss them folks out the door. We're gonna cuss their ass out.
I mean, you gotta have communication, man. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? It's other ways to communicate.
What, email?
No, what I'm saying is communication is a broad topic. We know we need our cell phones to make business moves and all that, but I'm just saying though, when it all boils down, and I guess we strayed away from Kanye West. I hope the man do what he doing, but like what I'm saying, man, you was a billionaire. And that joke's like, you know, they're talking about they took 40 million. He losing money, and at what point have he made that we don't already know? We know those folks is drugging you up and got you on camera, bent over and tell you to sign that contract. We know that's going on. But if you ain't in the music industry, we don't care. That's the problem now. We care about too much stuff, man. We care about lines. Lines, pride. Everybody else do it. That's what we need to worry about. We need to worry about Daniel, Julia, Tonya. We want to worry about somebody that don't even care nothing about it. Oh, who's gonna be the president? Man, guess what, man? The president don't care nothing about it. He don't care. He got a job to do, and he gonna do it, whether we like it or not. Let's care about that round table we sit at the home. That's what started at the home. I cut you off.
No, I'm just saying, like, I mean, we have to find, I mean, where do we go for leadership? Where do we go for ambassadors? Where do we go for people to stand in the gap? What do we do?
Well, I for one don't think that Kanye was wrong.
There's no wrong or right. Right. This what I'm saying? Kanye chose to do this.
Kanye is a strategist. Every move that he has made has been strategized, in my opinion.
No, my thing is, what you trying to do? You're not gonna beat those folks that's on
He's trying to
top.
save our people. Why do you think he got in bed with Kim Kardashian anyway? The Kardashians are like one of the most powerful people in the world. Powerful families in the world.
So you think he married Kim Kardashian for a power move?
It's a power move, bro.
What
They
makes
can't
him so
touch
powerful?
Kanye because Kim Kardashian is in cahoots with the same people that he is battling. They ain't gonna kill her kids.
What we talking about?
We talking about the fact that the
Kardashians?
Yes, bro. They powerful.
How powerful they is? Pussy bow?
No, nigga, Balenciaga. All of that right there those are power moves. The people that's behind the scenes, that's controlling the same thing he's talking about, bro.
Controlling what? What are they controlling?
The world, nigga.
The world. So, I can't even say the word. So I know I ain't gonna buy it.
What?
Balenciaga? So Balenciaga is controlling the way how my nephew just graduated from FAMU with an engineer degree, and he also queued out. Damn brands, man. That we ain't never got by. I don't even know how to spell it. I ain't even, if I see the symbol, I don't even know it's Balenciaga.
It's all self-conscious.
We getting tired. And don't think I'm debating you and telling you what you feel.
No.
All I'm saying is, man.
Everybody entitled to their own opinion, bro.
This stuff is so simple, man. You know what's life? Don't nobody even know what life is. You know why? Because everybody done throw everything they hear on this phone and on TV and throw it all up in there. Man, we don't even know what life is. But guess what? I can tell you how you get by. You put something by your name. You ain't got nothing by your name. You ain't. I want to get paid $20 an hour, but you ain't even finished high school. You want somebody. I mean, that is nothing. You want somebody to get paid $20 an hour to fix your food, but they ain't put something by your name, and then you can say something. Now, that's my opinion. Put something by your name.
But it's more to it than that, though, man. I mean, when are we going to rise up, man? And so going back to the slavery days, and we can come back to Kanye West later. Do you actually think that on the Amistad ship, in Amistad, when they was on that slave ship, all of them freaking slaves on that boat, they had about what? 4 or 5 white men on their boat to handle all them slaves? Do you actually think that they couldn't have took over that goddamn boat and not been slaves if they really had the manpower, like the mentality to do it?
You said the key word, mentality.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So, we as a people, we have the power because we outnumber them. We outnumber them.
A Bug's Life.
We're not the minority anymore because we've been making babies at an unprecedented rate. We've been reproducing, and they trying to control them. This man talking about Obama was elected to try to control the population and all this kind of stuff in other countries and stuff. You know, the Chinese in China, they can only have 2.5 kids. In America, it's against the law or against to try to control population. So what do they do to control population to make it look like it's legal, but it's really not? Come up with all these different diseases and these antiviruses that have things in them that keep us from being able to reproduce. I was told that the corona vaccine had something that'll make women sterile. Because they're attacking the black men by attacking the black woman. If the woman don't have the ability to reproduce, then it's not a whole lot of more men being born. If there's not a whole lot of men being born, they're already killing us at an unprecedented rate. If they can kill us off, but we can't reproduce, then eventually they'll win they'll win the battle of trying to control the population. They can't do. But just like in the Bible, when Pharaoh oppressed the Israelites and made it harder for them, they multiplied more because they went to themselves for self-satisfaction. When black people are oppressed, we do what? Drink and what? Screw.
Why you think they did away? Why you think they so hard on to eliminate the abortion?
It's not for black people.
What you mean it's not for black people?
No, it's not for black people.
I think they so hard on for stopping the abortion is because once that black woman had that baby, you get that placenta, you get that afterbirth that they want to take. You know what I'm saying? They want to use all our nutrients we got in our body. But we had an abortion, all that stuff goes away.
Well, not only that though, you know, if they want to eliminate our race, and this is why I have to get on another side of the fence on you right now.
And they can't eliminate our race.
I'm trying to tell you, this is what, if they are trying to, this is the thing. As a black people, we need to learn how to preserve life instead of take life. Wow. It's a reason why when you have a crime in the black hood, and you call the police, it's a reason why they only show up after everything is over with. Because somewhere in the world is a rich white man that's a billionaire. He has to sign somebody's paycheck, and if he died, they can't get paid. Where they gonna get a heart from? They can't just go and kill somebody to get a heart and say, "Oh, you don't deserve to live. I'm gonna kill you and get your heart and give it to the white man." They can't do that legally. So what do? Put out stuff in the world and make black folks kill each other, and we call for help after the situation's over with. Then they call them and they show up, and when they get on the scene, and this is the reason why we all need to have some kind of insurance on our bodies. They are taking black men and stripping them of all their vital organs, and they're selling them on the black market, which would be the white market. You seen John Q. How much do a heart go for? Come on now. Think about it. If you're not an organ donor. If you're not an organ donor and you die in the streets from a senseless, petty, violent crime, who's gonna dispute the fact that you're not an organ donor if you're dead in the streets? They're gonna snatch your black body off the streets. They're gonna call it in. We got an African male, 18 years old. All vital organs are intact. Why do you think that they have to tell the people that they got all vital? Why do you think that is? Because they're looking for a recipient for that organ. They're going to take that body, take him down to the coroner's office, strip him down of all his organs, sew him back up, and then send him to the morgue. Meanwhile, your mama or your grandma, whoever raising you, don't have insurance on you, can't afford to put you in the ground because they don't have any insurance. Meanwhile, they done snitched all your organs out and they done made $2 or $3 million off of your organs.
And who gonna contest it?
Who can contest it? She don't even know her rights as a woman, as a mother, to even know that she can get money off this baby because his social security number is attached to a Swiss account that's got money already in it. The government ain't giving you money for free. They have money already allocated to take care of your whole life. And every time they send you a check, there's money coming out of an account that has your social security number on it. And when you die without any kind of insurance, that money goes to who?
They take it right back.
They take it right back. Meanwhile, you got black families are in poverty right now. Have to come up with GoFundMe accounts, fish plate dinners to bury their loved ones. When the white man done took that same body and made $5 million off of it, and you still looking stupid, can't even afford to put your people in the ground.
Uncle, y'all say they trying to eliminate that?
Yeah. I believe it because during the pandemic, what happened simultaneously during the pandemic?
A lot of people died. So you know how they going about it the wrong way. Why they ain't killing white women? Because once we bust that seed in that white woman, guess what? We ain't going nowhere.
They ain't gonna sacrifice their own though.
That's what I'm saying though. But we busting that seed in that white.
They not gonna sacrifice their own. They gonna sacrifice us.
If we making babies with black women, we also making babies with white women.
So they been into the black man out of the household.
Take them out the household ain't stopping that.
That shows you that they trying to eliminate, because that was the whole purpose of child support. Oh, you don't need your man at the house. We gonna give you money for that.
Eliminate
Section 8. Yeah, you don't need your man.
You know how they eliminate us?
They demasculate us.
No, what they do, they throw us in jail. We eliminate ourselves.
Because we done messed around. What happened is people have become the prisoner and the guard. So now they ain't got to do nothing no more, because black on black crimes is like, nigga, what you looking at my girl? I'm finna shoot your ass.
It's black on black crime, it's white on white crime, it's Chinese. You kill where you live. They just talk about black on black crime. They put us on the news.
We on the front line.
To make us look good. But guess what? Ain't no white man kill. Well, I ain't gonna say white man killing black people, but white folks kill white folks.
But
Chinese people kill Chinese people.
You think?
No, white folks don't just only kill white folks. Nigga, white folks kill black folks.
No, what I'm saying is they say black on black crime. It's white on white crime too.
Yeah, but white on white crime ain't as nearly fatal as black on black crime.
What you mean near as fatal?
Like it ain't, the numbers ain't as high. The percentages ain't as high. Then you got white on white crime, but the black on black crime is a higher percentage than white on white crime.
Well, let's look it up.
Google it.
Because guess what? If they show it on the news all day, we will make it seem like it's a lot. Let's look up the white on white crime. You got to do that, man.
My phone in the house. Let me see your phone though. I look it up.
Let's look at the number. We got time.
Really?
They put everything on us. We ain't. They ain't.
The news is the news.
They trying to eliminate us.
The news is. But see, the news is really what keeps you down. The press.
You can't let the news. That's what I'm saying. You can't let the news.
But what I'm saying is,
what's the percentage on white crime?
It ain't too much good stuff going on in the damn news. It's all negative.
What? Here, read that. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's you asked a very good question, and I asked it, man. Only way we gonna fix the problem we in now, man. You gotta go back to the home, man. It starts in the home.
Yeah, but they ain't even giving us power in the home anymore. As a black man right now, you know, as a parent, only so much you can do to your kid before they try to say that you're doing wrong.
I was just watching a little platform, and I was actually part of that platform. It was on TikTok. Man, we don't even supposed to be beating these kids, man.
No.
You don't even supposed to be beating these kids. Dude broke this shit down, man. He said, "What are you raising? What you doing is basically making them kids terrified to scare you. You're not teaching them nothing." And don't get me wrong, some kids ain't gonna learn the lesson like everybody else. But still, whooping them ain't helping nothing. Just scaring them kids. But guess what? It takes the whole village, right? Mm-hmm. Take a village, right? I'm 41. I remember when I was staying in Alabama, well, I could say go to Chicago. I would say Chicago. If we down there at Tootie and Robert in them house, and that was some real friends, I ain't making these names up, and we doing some old crazy stuff, my nephew, granddaddy, can say something to us, we straighten up. These kids got disrespectful, man.
Yeah, I mean, we supposed to be able to.
And why they got disrespectful? Because the parents are disrespectful.
How do you fix disrespect?
Get you old bastard of a shit dog. Fuck, you ain't gonna be shit, you old ignorant what? For real? What the little boy, look at that, why are you talking to me like this? And he ain't even did that. All he did was probably pull the pop out on the ground. Kids raising kids. Kids having kids. We don't see it because, look at us. We ain't your average. It's a different breed out there.
We think the biggest problem is we think each other we look at each other as enemies.
But I mean that's a different topic right there, man.
Kind of.
What David Banner said? If you got a computer and it mess up, you gonna blame the computer or the computer program. See what I'm saying? We mad at the wrong people.
We mad at the wrong people.
Them white folks. Man, what the fuck them white folks, man? Boom. I'm going on record. This the camera?
Yeah.
A white man ain't never done nothing to me. It always been my people who fucked over me.
But why you think that is, though? We used to stand together. There was a point in time where we stood together.
We wasn't part of that. I'm 41.
But the let me read you this real quick.
Yeah, we gotta get them numbers.
All right, so black represents 13% of the population, but commit 50% of murders. 90% of black victims are murdered by other blacks. All right.
How many percent?
90%.
Okay, 90. That's your number.
90% for the blacks on blacks. Now,
give me the white on white.
We got white on white. Epidemic of white on white crime.
Come on with it.
83% of
boom.
White.
Now I'm trying to tell you.
You just said we 13% of the population.
Yeah, but we
commit 90% of
90% of black on black
is
it's gonna be a bigger number because we only 13%. Just like when you have the murder capital of the world, people talking about how can New Orleans be the murder capital of the world? They so small. They don't go. They go off. Okay, boom. Chicago is bigger than. So if okay, boom. Perfect example. If we here in Smithville and we only get 100,000 people live here, and Chicago got 1 million people. If 60,000 people get killed here, and 60,000 people get killed in Chicago, we the worst. We smaller. It goes by the capacity. You know what I'm saying? How much people there. But they not gonna put Smithfield in there. They gonna look at Chicago. It's all about the. I forget I forget the word. And probably capacity is the word. But we 13%. So we gonna do the most because we only 13%. That's why they's gonna have a big number.
Okay, so.
Am I speaking right? Am I speaking right?
I mean,
here are some more numbers. We got whites killing blacks. They say 2%.
No. We don't want to go there. We want to go
white.
I'm
going all. I'm about to go down
there.
this. Whites killing blacks 2%. Police killing whites 3%. Whites killing whites 16%. Blacks killing whites 81%. Police killing blacks 1%. Blacks killing blacks 97%. White victims killed by whites, 84% of white victims killed by whites, and 93% of black victims killed by blacks. So 84% of white people are killing white people. I mean, that's still a big ass number, bro.
Yeah, because that's 84% of how much. What's the population of white folks?
The population of white folks.
Yeah.
So
okay, if we 13,
they might be killing more, but they reporting our people more.
Yeah, that's what they do. To make us look like animals.
It's false data.
But just like during the pandemic, they were reporting all the deaths of corona, but they weren't reporting all the people who survived it. That's a big goddamn number, man.
Right.
Think about it.
So
we might be 13%, but that 13% is we add up the numbers at 13%. That's some millions of people, bro.
So
that's millions.
Right.
Put an M, not thousands, millions.
Right.
You take 100. What is it? 100,000. No, 999,000 to make a million. Do that 6 times, nigga.
Yeah.
That's a big goddamn number, man.
Yeah, but
so we say white people are 75%, black people are 13%. Yeah, so the number is 13 versus, but like you said, that's a big ass number still.
It's still a big number.
But it's a bigger number when it comes to white folk. You just said it was 86%, right?
75.
No, I'm saying the 86 white on white crime.
83%.
83%. 83% of 75. Well,
75% of 6 billion is what? What's that?
So look at it like this, right? Look at it like this. If they saying that 75% of the population is white and 13% of the population is black.
What year those numbers came out?
2020.
Go to 2022.
I think it's 2020. Oh,
we done populated since then.
White 60%, black 12%.
Since 2022? Why do you think that is?
I don't know why they keep giving me.
Why do you think that is?
They give me 2020.
That we can go from 13% in 20, have all them babies, but now we at 12%. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's more deaths than births. When you got a number like that, and if you got 13% of the population black, and you had a 90% black on black ratio, and then 2-year period, all the black babies that have been born in 2 years, and now we 1% lower, that means that we've had more deaths than births.
They going off the census, which we don't.
The census don't even count because ain't every black person ain't even participating in the doggone census.
That's why I'm saying.
So that 13%,
that number is not
probably more like 20%.
Because we don't fill our census because we don't think it counts. And what you fella realize, you know what census help out with? Getting that bus stop in your neighborhood, getting those trash cans, getting that sidewalk. We don't fill none out.
So the numbers ain't.
They're not accurate because, like I said, we spitting that seed in that white woman.
Hell, nowadays, shit, you got so many damn punks that you damn losing the damn. That's another.
The
reason.
man count is going down.
That's another reason why it's less births.
Yeah, because a lot of men are giving up on manhood and becoming punks now.
Yeah.
Am I making any? Is that?
That's how I mean.
If you got a man that's able to reproduce, a man that's able to give life, and he don't choose to do that because he want to be a punk.
How do you add in the down low folks that fucks with men and women? See what I'm saying? This is what we used to call them Rico. Man, this is a whole bunch of gaggle for man. We worried about the wrong number, man. We worried about the wrong number.
What's the number we need to be worried about?
The number we need to worry about, boom, you successful, guess what? You need to surround yourself by people that's going to be successful too. And if they ain't got your same mind frame, let them go ahead and be the percentage. We live life on percentages. I want to live my life on 100%. The percentage of people that's around me, I want them to help me move forward. I want to make them grow. If not, we got to move on. Because there's always got to be somebody that ain't gonna be there's gonna be a piece of.
Okay, so if that's your philosophy, then what are you doing in your life to change the narrative and to support the argument of what you're saying about starts at home and we need to be around people that, what are you doing in your life to support that?
That's why I'm always talking to my sister. I don't have a family.
You got a family?
Who?
And you got a kid?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Her mom is raising her. We're not able to sit at that table and talk. We're not able to get on the phone because she might have a boyfriend. So all I could do is move forward.
What are you doing? What are you doing to bridge the gap between the miscommunication or the lack thereof in your situation? Because the mama is raising your kid. You saying that you can't have a table talk because the mom raising her. What are you doing to bridge that gap to get closer to that situation so you can have that conversation with that kid's mother and the kid itself? What are you doing to bridge the gap?
I'm hoping and praying that I'm not going to be part of this. I don't worry about all that.
But what are you actively doing to bridge the gap?
I'm not doing nothing.
So you're not. So how many other people ain't doing a damn thing? How many other people?
But add to that question, how many people that can do something that ain't doing nothing?
A lot.
A lot.
We talking about you right now, though.
Yeah,
not them. I'm saying, what as a black man in America with those philosophies you talking about? What are you doing yourself to bridge the gap? So you won't be one of them numbers. You be on the other side of the number.
Well, I'm not gonna be one of those numbers. Cause my little girl ain't about to kill nobody. That's why I say we don't even worry about what's in front of us. We can't worry about all this and all that.
And we think that.
We can't do that, man.
We hope that. We pray that. But that girl is a whole nother human being, bro. You can't control what your kids do in life. Yeah, but when them kids come out and start turning out to be gay,
but guess
you
what?
look. Hold on, let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this. I got to ask this question because I got to see where your head is at.
Yeah.
You love your boys.
Regardless.
They come to you and tell you, I want to be with another man.
I ain't gonna like it.
What are you gonna do? Or they come to you and say, oh, your son was involved in multiple homicides. What are you gonna do?
I mean, it's your kid at the end of the day.
What you gonna do?
It's gonna hurt. But you got.
But as a man, what are you gonna do?
I should have did something beforehand.
See, what are you gonna do? Your daughter come to you.
How do you?
Oh, your daughter 8 years old.
8 years old.
In the next 6-7 years from now, if we talk about what ifs and stuff, 'cause we gotta have this conversation. Your daughter come to you and say, "I want to be with another girl."
Guess what I'm gonna tell her? Well, you know that's wrong, but you gotta live your life. I'm gonna tell her all the stuff that what she gonna go through. But guess what? I'm still gonna love her.
At the end of the day, she's still a what?
She's still a what?
She's still a what at the end of the day?
She's my daughter.
But she's her own individual.
Yeah.
You can't control that.
That's what I'm saying.
So if your kid trying to be a murderer, what can you do about that?
You can't do nothing. All you can do is just still let them know, hey, you did wrong, but I still love you. But you got consequences.
Talk yourself into a winning position. This will make room for you. A good leader knows how to delegate authority to other people to make himself look good. A good leader knows how to put people in position and work in their field. This your boy Daniel LionsDen Evans. So whether you achieving your dream today or tomorrow, always shoot high because you can always change how it ends.
Who ain't gonna solve the problem? Voting ain't gonna stop the killing.
It ain't gonna stop the killing, but it does say that you are actively trying to change the narrative inside your own circle. Voting ain't gonna solve the killing problem, but voting gives you the opportunity to change your own narrative about the stuff that you care about in your circle.
You voted?
I voted.
Okay, I'm not saying it's not a debate. You voted?
Nah, I ain't voted.
Okay, I didn't vote. So if we all vote, that's just say we all voted.
Yeah.
But that still ain't gonna stop nobody from gunning a black man gunning another black man down.
It ain't.
Voted.
But here's the thing. I just asked you, what are you actively doing to change your narrative about your situation? Forget about the white man.
What situation you saying? What situation you saying of where I'm at?
We talking about how are you going to handle your kids in the next 8 to 9, 10 years on being a father and saying this is what you got to do in order to keep from being in the jail or being there. But if you ain't doing nothing, see, it's about the small steps. The small steps is what we got to take one step at a time. We can't change the world, right? But how you going to change your own address if you're not making any active moves toward trying to change your address?
Well, when I talk to my daughter, she's 8.
Yeah, she 8 now.
That's what I'm saying.
Now.
I'm going to eventually have that father-daughter talk, but I'm going to let her mother do what she got to do right now, because if I go ahead and start telling this, she going to say, okay, Daddy, I'm on my tablet. So she got to have some understanding when I talk about the jail. If I talk to her about the jail system, she going to be like, what is that? Because guess what?
What I'm saying, Junior, is this, man. It's just like this man right here, he got 2 boys. How can he tell his boys to be a law-abiding citizen and doing this and that if he ain't doing his job his own self? It's gonna be like the pot calling the kettle black. How you gonna tell me, Dad, about upholding the law and doing this, and you register to vote, and you ain't put your voice in to be heard about the topics that are plaguing our people?
Okay, you're giving me 2 different scenarios now. You said, how we gonna talk to our kids about not getting in the jail system?
Life, period.
Okay, life, that's what I'm saying.
But if you ain't making no active move toward trying to change that, like, in order to
we
raise
gotta stop letting the education system raise our kids.
What I'm saying is, in order to talk to an 18-year-old, you gotta start that conversation when? Now.
Right.
You gotta start making moves when? Now.
But it can't be so advanced to where they don't even understand.
You gotta break it down for your kids to understand on their level, bro.
I'm gonna say this, right?
On their level.
So
hey, look here, baby girl. What do you like? You know your daughter likes and dislikes, right? You should know what your daughter likes.
I understand what. Okay. We on the same coin here, but we saying the same thing in a different way, kinda. Because I understand what you're saying, Junior, about it not being that deep so quick. But at the same time, if you don't, like, my sons know already right now, like, my son come to me and talk to me. He's only 6. If I hurt him, I'll give you a scenario. Me not understanding, I'm yelling at my son one day. We rushing. We gotta get somewhere. This nigga downstairs with his shoes on at the door waiting on me. And I'm like, Tristan, hurry up. Come on, let's go. I hop in the car now. I'm back happy, Daddy. And he's sad. And I'm like, what's wrong, Tristan? He's like, Daddy, I was ready. You didn't have to yell at me. Damn. All I had to do was just communicate with my son. He was downstairs waiting on me. And I didn't communicate. So
kids understand?
Kids understand.
They understand, but I'm gonna tell you like this.
And these new kids are advanced.
I was born in Chicago. In the hood. I moved down to Alabama. I ain't started getting in trouble till I was grown.
So you do no trouble using high school?
Nah, I ain't get in trouble till I ain't go to jail till I was grown.
You talking about jail? Trouble.
Everybody get in trouble. You don't get in trouble. Everybody get in trouble.
What kind of trouble you got into, bro?
Me, when I smoked some weed in school.
Okay, so rewind the tape.
smoke weed in school. What age you start smoking weed?
I was in the 5th grade.
What age was you in?
Okay, well,
I know. Answer the question I'm giving you.
Don't let the questions be so technical. I was in the 5th grade.
No, I'm saying the age, bro.
The age doesn't make a difference.
I'm gonna bring it back. Give me the right answers. I give you the right question.
Okay.
What age was you when you start smoking weed?
Somebody have, I don't know.
What grade are you in? What grade are you in 5th grade?
5th grade, you were probably.
First grade, you 5 years old.
You were.
Second grade, you're 6-year-old.
Yeah. No, I graduated when I was 16. You know why? I skipped the 4th grade. See what I'm saying?
Talking about the age right now.
Okay.
What grade your daughter in?
Shit, 7.
She in 2nd grade.
She 8.
8 years old, 2nd grade.
Right.
3 more years, she gonna be the same age you were when you started smoking weed. Kids are smoking weed at a younger. How old were you to start smoking weed?
I started smoking weed when I was like
11. 11 years
11.
Okay.
And that was like
right.
my little cousin started smoking weed when he was 8. I mean, we was going in our daddy roach. We was going in the roach. We was going in the ashtray.
You know better than anybody how advanced your daughter is, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think she know what weed smell like?
No.
She don't know?
No.
Nobody at her school smoking weed?
No. She in the 2nd grade.
What age? What group? What grade do her school go to?
It's an elementary school. I don't.
6th grade.
Yeah,
Elementary school go to 5th grade.
Yeah, it's elementary school.
So
They not smoking weed in school.
all right.
Not her school.
Yeah,
and if it is, she's not.
She may not be. She may not be doing it.
But guess what? If she do it at 9 and get caught, boom. Okay, so be it. We ain't gonna stop. We ain't gonna stop it. If they gonna do it, they gonna do it.
The point is this, bro.
What's the point? That's what I'm trying. That's why I need the point. I need the point.
Your kids are more advanced than you think they are. They have these
I know
conversations you think they can't have. They can have a conversation about
Shamar.
sex. They can have a conversation about drugs and about
Shamar.
killing and about homosexuality because they bring it out to these kids in Disney
cartoon form.
In Disney movie. They breaking it down in Disney movies.
Now, let me make my point. Shamar, you better not smoke no weed. Weed is bad. You better not let 2 boys put a dick in your mouth and a dick in your pussy. Don't never do that. Guess what? When I'm not around, it's gonna happen. And guess what? We fix it when it get here. Yeah, you can talk about it, but guess what? My mom said don't go swimming when I was on my birthday. Guess what I did? Hopped my ass in the goddamn water and almost drowned.
All right, so
I'm like, you can talk about it all day.
They kind of go back to like Vince's, right? Denzel. Remember when he told his son? He said, "Now, if you got $200, what you gonna buy a TV or you gonna fix that leak in that roof?" Now, if you buy the TV now, the roof leak, water all over your TV. Now you don't got a TV and you gotta fix the roof. So you don't fix the problem when it happens. You fix the problem before.
It's not a problem when you pre-speak it. You tell them not to get into it. Now, what you gonna do when you're not around them? You ain't gonna be able.
You can't control your kids. You just have to have a relationship to where they can come to you.
But you also gotta have your kids in the mindset of, you might not want to tell your kids, don't do this because it's gonna make them want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can curve the conversation and say, people that do this end up like this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
People that do this is the results. Sick help. Sick help. You have to tell your kids at an early age of what the consequences of what these things are, instead of telling them not to do it. Because telling a kid not to do it without giving them the recourse of the
come on now, nigga. When they told me not to drink,
the results.
I was my first time putting up any alcohol to my mouth. I was 14 years old. Got dropped off by the police at my house.
At some point, you have to have a conversation and say that if you do this, this is what's going to happen.
Everything is learned behavior.
Now, when I was married to my second wife,
So I'm gonna get y'all on this.
you got to get nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get y'all on this.
But this is logic. at some point,
I'm sure you lied.
when I was married to my second wife, she had a son, my stepson, right? I'm telling my son, look, I say, take your time with the sex part, right? I say, grown men can't even handle the sex. You at this age can't handle it. So make sure you hold out long as you can, because getting this too early is gonna be a problem in your life. Told my son that, and as a man, I have to let him become a man on his make his own decision. But me not telling him is setting him up for failure. Me speaking it to him, now he has a decision to make. Do I listen to my father or do I listen to my own mind? But not saying it at all, he's gonna go out there and be like, nobody ain't told me not to do this. They ain't told me what the results was. I can go screw this chick with no rubber. I'm gonna end up with an STD, a baby, or something worse. You have to have these conversations with your kids on their level so that when they have the conscious decision, they can decipher what they want to do, and they have a consequence. Say, if I do this, come on now.
Yeah.
But
it's going to be a result.
I'm not saying you don't supposed to talk to them. All I'm saying is you can talk to them all day. That's one person telling your daughter. What about when you go to she go to school and 12 of her friends and she find out she can smoke weed and get away with it?
Okay, so that's when you lead by example. The fact that you done had those conversations and you lead it by example, you have to strengthen their mind enough to be like, okay, 12 of my friends smoke weed. No, I mean for real, bro.
You know your seed, but anybody know their seed.
Hey, look, you're right. Peer pressure is a motherfucker. But if you strengthen your child's mind enough, that peer pressure won't be a problem. Because if somebody really want to do something, they're gonna do it. You can't tell me what to do. If somebody say, hey, look, walk out there and jump over that ledge. If I know I ain't ready to die, nigga, I'm not jumping over no damn ledge. I don't give a fuck if everybody doing it.
She got a mama. And her mama is damn near goddamn son. She got a mama teaching her.
Come on, what I'm saying.
No, goddamn mama, goddamn son. She go by the book. She by the book.
But I understand.
When it comes out your kid,
I understand what y'all saying. But you only gonna talk to them so much.
That's true.
Because when you
talking to them, what are you saying to them? The little percentage, the little 3% or 5% or 10% you got with your kid.
I want to know
what kind of conversation.
I want to know what are y'all saying, because you just saying you got to talk to your kids. I agree.
Lead by
so
example.
y'all saying if y'all talk to them, they not gonna do wrong?
No, they gonna still do wrong. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is
the caliber of mistakes.
What I'm saying is, what are you actively doing in your circle to help
circle?
Your family, your friends, you talking about your circle. You said your circle is small.
Okay,
right?
see, we talking about kids. Our kids.
Your kids are part of your circle.
But let's stop. Stop. We talking about what we doing to our kids, or what we talking about? Because we switching the goalposts. We started talking about this black on black crime. Now we talking about our kids.
All that stuff tied together. It leads up to that black on black crime. The people out there killing other black people. Have they had the conversation with their fathers or their mothers about this situation?
I was born and I was raised in the hood. A lot of my friends dead in jail, bro.
What's the hood?
What's the hood? Okay.
Projects?
Not the
predominantly black neighborhood?
Because this is the thing. It's not about where the hood is. The hood is a mentality. So we don't got nothing. So if I can't go and get a job, or if my mama need help, or if my daddy ain't around, then I go to other alternatives. So sometimes you're right, yeah, you can't help. But if you back a man up into a corner and you give him no other option, absolutely no option, then what you think gonna happen? All of that ties back in. All of that ties back in. All of that ties back in.
No other option. Well, I ain't gonna even say man. You give a person no other option.
So that means that's the excuse. What you mean no option?
The cards are stacked against us, bro. It's a mentality thing, bro.
Okay, you can't say it's a mentality thing and then the cards are stacked up against us.
Okay.
You can't say that together. Because the mentality is on you. Another person can't.
But your mentality
dictate
comes
your
from
mentality.
Where your mentality comes from?
It comes from you.
It comes from what you.
No,
it comes from you.
It comes from your environment.
It comes from what you have been learned or what you have been taught.
Or what you have been exposed
to have that kind of mentality.
But you do know what's right or wrong.
So look.
You're supposed to know what's right or wrong.
So check this, right? So check this.
You're supposed to know right or wrong.
My daddy didn't talk to me. My daddy didn't talk to me. He just anytime he had a problem, his communication was alcohol.
Okay.
At 12 years old, me and my older brother was dragging my daddy off the porch and bringing him in the house. Okay. At 12, that became a learned behavior for me because what I started doing was I started running away because of what I witnessed.
But how can a father who's in a drunken stupor 80% of the time tell his son not to drink?
Can't.
How can a man who's high all the time tell his kids not to smoke? Mm-hmm. How do a man who out there killing folks tell his kids not to kill? How do a man who lying tell his kids not to lie? It is a learned behavior by what you have been taught as a child, and you become an adult with those same ideologies and those same thoughts and say, this is what I know because this is what I've been watching and this is what I've been learning. So the people out there killing the black on black, talking about the black on black crime, who talked to them? Who learned them? Who trained them? Who raised them? And what kind of mentality was in that house to say that by any means necessary, get what you want to get out of life?
You just gotta teach your kids how to love themselves, bro. You gotta teach your kids that.
See, the education in the home is being lost because one, the fathers are not actively doing father stuff. They're leaving it up to the mothers to do it. Mm-hmm. They got a saying, mother's babies,
daddy's babies.
Daddy's babies. You have to be active to say, look, I can't change the world, but I can change 196 Lee Trace Drive. And as I get 196 Lee Trace Drive under control, my circle is going to go out and create a own circle. Mm-hmm. And that circle is going to create what? Another circle. And you got 3 circles of people that came from you and your teaching and your understanding, and you put it out to the world. And so when these kids get to adulthood, mm-hmm. they have their own mind set up because of the influence that came from their mama and daddy or lack thereof. Whether it's Facebook raising their kids, whether it's Disney cartoon raising their kids, or whether it's the internet raising their kids and say that this is what I know.
Tupac said it best. Tupac said, I might not change the world, but I'll spark the mind.
He also said this shit ain't gonna never change. Right?
But that was his mentality. Because he been seeing it. And see, the world don't change. What the still don't change is all I see is police, all that stuff. But we're trying to change the narrative. But what did Biggie Smalls say? You can't change the world unless you change yourselves. Michael Jackson say, start with the man in the mirror. See, all this ideology comes from one person changing their selves, mm-hmm. and then influencing other people
because
they have the ability to change their selves.
That's why they say.
So as a black man, I'm trying to tell you, as a black man, if you're not actively doing something, then when the stuff keeps happening, are we at liberty to complain? If we ain't done nothing on our own to try to say, I'm gonna have to change. See, me right now, my mentality has shifted from one thing to now my mentality is like, look, I'm trying to leave a legacy behind for my kids. So what am I doing? I can't change the first 18 years of me not being in there. The first, I would go back and say, my kid, from the first 13 to 14 years of life, we're in a long distance relationship, me and my kids. Dude, I moved to North Carolina so I can help bridge the gap between the distance in me and my kids so they can have more of father time with me. And so when I'm teaching my kids now is, okay, we can't change the first 13 years, but guess what we can change? We can change the next 13 years and the next 20 years. So I have a better relationship with my kids today than I had the first 13 years. Why? It's because now I'm in a position in my life now, my kids can understand life. They know that everything is not about them. They know that the world don't owe them anything. They know that they have to have responsibility, they have to have accountability for themselves. But if I would have stayed away for even longer in their life, they would have been that much further away from the truth or the reality of the life that they live in right now. As a black man, bruh, ex-military, you done been a felon, but you also have been a businessman and started a business. So what conversations and what are you doing after to say that, let me try to change some of these generational curses that's been put in my family that had nothing to do with me, but I'm a part of it. So voting for what you feel like is the right thing to vote. Being able to be an example to your kids. Having that conversation with them to say, look, I can't tell you how to live your life, but if you do this, this, and this, it's going to end up to this, this, and this. Now, make your own mind, but this is the result if you don't make the right decision. Yeah, they're going to make their own decision, but you giving them something to think about when they are faced with that decision to go left or right. Daddy said go right, the world said go left, I'm going to do my own thing. But I wouldn't even know what right is if my dad never talked to me. A lot of things my dad taught me as a child, I had to go and relearn some things. Because I found out as a grown man, my daddy wasn't telling me everything. He was telling me based off his own experiences. But my daddy's words was always there for me to have a decision on if I'm going to go left or right. If he had told me anything, I'd have been going left, going left, going left, going left, going left. Where's that right at? Right. Nobody ever taught me the right turn. I've been going left. They told me I was coming up, and you know, when we was in the Marine Corps, we coming up playing football. They say, practice make perfect. People say, oh, yeah. That sounds good, right? Practice make perfect, right? But when I was in the Marine Corps, they said, perfect practice makes perfect. You can practice something incorrectly 1,000 times and never be right about it. Because you keep practicing. What's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing.
Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So unless you learn how to practice perfect, you're never going to achieve perfection. But here's another thing. You may never achieve perfection because only one man ever lived perfect, right? That was Jesus. It's the pursuit of perfection is what we're looking for. The pursuit. What is a pursuit? Pursuit is actively pursuing something. Actively pursuing.
Why are we pursuing perfect?
But this is the thing though, right? There's no such thing as perfect.
Only one man be perfect.
That's what I'm saying. So why?
But it's the pursuit. It's the pursuit. The pursuit. The pursuit means you are actively trying to achieve something. Whether you hit it or not, you gonna sit on a bench and let the game go by? Or you gonna try to say, let me go and make a play?
You think Kobe would have been as good as he was if he didn't shoot, if he didn't practice?
So as black men, we have to pursue certain things.
Practice makes progress.
Okay, say that. Don't say pursuit of perfection.
Practice makes progress.
It is a pursuit. It's a pursuit.
But he just said there's no such thing as perfect.
No,
So
there
why
is
pursuing something that doesn't exist.
because the act of the pursuit of it.
Why not just pursue to be successful and
To be
get
the best
job
version of
done?
you.
And get the job done.
Okay, so that may be perfect in your mind, in your world.
Well, see,
That's what I'm trying to say. You have to pursue it though. You can't be waiting for something to happen and say.
Just say you pursuing.
Pursuing means that you're actively chasing after whatever your version of perfection is. You pursuing it. You're not sitting back blaming somebody else for the problem. You're not sitting back not voting. You're not sitting back not having those conversations. Not taking action because your kids, this man here, I had a soft spot the other day, man. This man here going through a lot, and he is pursuing to be a good father. He might not never achieve that. When his kids saw him the other day, he ran up to him like he was the best thing in the world. Yeah. No matter what the mama said about him, no matter what his mama said about him, or what the government said about him, in his boy's world, he is perfect. That dude.
I'm that guy.
In their world. But it's only because he is if you wasn't going to Raleigh on occasion, right, standing Wilson, don't got time, don't got the energy, don't got the mentality, then them kids be like, whatever, that ain't gonna, he don't care about us. Whatever mama saying, it's gonna come to.
It's gonna resonate.
It's gonna resonate. Say, well, yeah, well, mom, she gotta be right. When I got here, my kids, mama, tell them all kind of stuff. They had the chance to see me in action. Now, eventually, they're gonna have to say, well, mama, that don't add up. What you've been telling us about, it don't add up.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this dude doing this. He can't be that bad of a dude. And they had their own mind and say, my daughter asked me some real tough questions now. Why your name is not on my birth certificate? That's a question for your mama. Oh, she told me to ask you. Come on, have a seat. Let's talk. Ask me a grown question. I'm gonna give you a grown answer. This is why my name is not on your birth certificate. During this time, we broke the whole story out. She said, that makes sense. But if I had never talked to my kid about that, she would grow up all her life thinking that what? My daddy don't love me. He was never there for me. Even though I consciously, actively, when they was coming up, what did I always do when I got my kids? What we did? Took pictures together. So the mama can't say, your daddy wasn't around. He would say, wait, let me go verify this.
Let me go,
2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, we on the picture. So how was he not there? But you have to have that active pursuit to say, look, I might not be what I need to be to your mom, but as for the man and being a father, I'm going to do everything. Now, you got to listen to me. I'm going to do what I can because...
Uncle Terrence said it best.
You have to choose you. And he said that when he was dealing with his wife, when he first got married, he chose being a father over being a what? Husband. Chose being a father. What do a father look like? A father is not just a child support check. Right. A father is somebody that will teach their kids right and wrong, even if he ain't doing it. Look, son, this ain't right. You need to learn how to do this and that. I'm struggling, but you can be better than me. See, a real, I ain't gonna say real man, but a good man will set his kids up to be better than him and not have the whole world rise and fall on his legacy. But be able to teach his kids how to see, and this is the math. My daddy was, in my eyes, a good man. My daddy taught me some things that money can't buy. This grind that you see me in, my daddy, that's my daddy. Okay? So here's the thing. I'm supposed to be more successful than my daddy. Right. My kids are supposed to be more successful than me. And their kids
supposed to be more successful than them. So I'm encouraged right now because I know that my kids should be able to go further in life. My daughter right now is into the digital creation right now. I just started doing this at age 42. If my kids get it at 18 and 19, by the time they turn 42, guess what they're going to be? They're going to be millionaires before me, way earlier than I am. But if I don't say nothing to my kids about nothing, let them do their own thing, think how they want to think, I'm going to be like, I don't give a damn about my doggone kids because I ain't trying to teach them how to be better than me. So what I'm saying to you from the beginning, I'm going back to the beginning. What are you actively doing as a black man to change the narrative of the stereotype of the hood and what he was saying about trying to get your kids to where even if they do have to make the decision, they know the right and the wrong way based on the ideology and the thought process that their father or their mother have told them and say, this is right or this is not right. What are you actively doing as a father? Whether your kid is 3 years old, or whether she's 8 years old or 9 years old, you can still have an impact on that child's life. You just have to have the conversations on their level where they can understand, because these kids, whether you want to believe it or not, they are being exposed to way more and way faster than we have ever exposed to in our life. I was 21 before I took my first drink of alcohol. You was there. You remember that day.
I'm not actively doing nothing with Shamar because
you don't feel like it's time.
But no, it ain't. It's a time for everything. But guess what? She's on the honor roll. She go to church every Sunday.
Okay.
Boom. The one in D.C., I still ain't found out that's my seed, but she looks just like my older sister.
Okay.
She been on honor roll ever since she been in school.
Okay.
She come home from school. She got a little business. She want to move to Korea with her auntie.
Okay.
My thing is, every situation is different.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, you right about that.
Every situation is different.
You gotta know your kids.
My little girl.
But check this out though, Junior. If you ain't talking to them, guess who is?
The bottom.
If you ain't teaching them nothing, guess who is?
But you gotta think. My wife plays a big part, and her grandmother plays a big part.
Okay.
When I talk to my daughter, and I can show you the text message, hey, how you doing, what you doing, and all that, through text message or on the phone, I'm not gonna even entertain her and says, nah, motherfucker, who touching you? You know what I'm saying? You good, you get boom. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna introduce her to, did you smell some weed at school? Don't smoke it. And she gonna be like, Dad, what are you doing? You know, she one of them, she a nerd, man. You know what I'm saying? She a little nerd. I'm eventually, well, her mama gonna tell her. Her mama a square. They ain't never did no drugs. I just did drink alcohol. That's what I'm saying.
Mama ain't gonna be able to tell her about them streets, bro.
That's what I'm saying. What streets?
The streets.
What streets?
Whatever at school, that's the peer pressure, the trends.
Yeah, she in public school.
Okay.
Guess what? She's been told that. They actually, well, no, they used to think she was in the
I got in my first fight at 8 years old in school, bro.
Okay, it's a fight.
I'm just saying.
Kids gonna fight. What we taking this in? We taking this to what we see the Bloods and Crips do?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
talking about
because the streets is such a wide category.
Right.
Because you got so many, it's an onion.
The streets are not the goddamn old pavement that you talking about when you driving your car.
Oh, it's just
the streets is all of the outside influence that they trying to force on our kids in school about seeing a commercial with two dudes and saying, oh, this is a family. That's the streets. The streets is these LBG2 community saying that it's okay to be who you feel like you are against God that created you to be a heterosexual person. The streets is the people that saying that don't whoop your kids.
That's all understandable. What I'm saying is she's not getting that fully though. And guess what? She's gonna experience it. There's a time for everything.
It is.
You start giving her all this, that's when she gonna go berserk. And, oh my God. Don't introduce nothing that she's not. You know what your child ready for because she gonna come start asking questions. She gonna see it before you even ask her. Dad, I seen 2 girls kiss at school. Boom. That's when it's time. Now if she kissed before you even can't do it, are you kissing somebody at school?
But what if she don't ever get a chance to ask you no question? What if it just happens generic, like boom? You don't get a chance to talk to her about the birds and bees. When is it a good time? You wait until she come to you with questions. She might have already done it already and ask you a question.
No. I'm not saying I'm gonna wait for her to come ask questions before I start. First of all, they know more. What I do is, and what my wife been doing, YouTube Kids. You're not going on the regular YouTube we go to. You know what I'm saying? We got her little safety phone. All she can do is text me and her. Can't text you.
She go to school with them other kids. They got that block on their phone. They saying, "Hey, watch this.
Hey, look,
watch this."
Can I chime in real quick? Okay, so YouTube Kids is dangerous too, bro. YouTube Kids is dangerous. I monitor what my kids watch, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that. I'm in the car one day, driving. They on YouTube Kids. It's a little guy on YouTube Kids called Jeffy. It's a little puppy. My son is 6 years old. This dude Jeffy over here talking about beating his dick. So what I'm saying is,
YouTube Kids.
Yes, I promise you, bro. They are hiding the content, bro. They done got smart as hell with this shit, bro.
So Jeffy is saying, "I want to beat my dick."
Yeah, Jeffy is talking crazy. I blocked that off of my kid's phone. What I'm saying is they are hiding they are hiding all of this stuff.
Hiding this? That's what I'm saying.
We got the LGBT, we got the alphabet community running the world pretty much, bro. They want to stop procreation.
So a lot of the people that's making decisions, they closet alphabet people.
So it's like
they're gonna be pushing their agenda like they ain't part of it, but they actually part of it. They pushing this agenda on our kids. Like, hey, it's okay. No, it's not. No. Let me talk to my kids about it before you try to push them out of school.
Dwayne Wade. Pushing.
A lot of them niggas, man. A lot of them niggas, man.
No, let's talk about Dwayne Wade.
Because that nigga, huh?
What about him?
His fucking son
is a girl.
Is a motherfucking girl at how old? 9, 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I mean, but I'm talking about them got the surgery, bro. Like, how can you make that decision at that age? Right? But the thing about it is, it's the parents. It starts with you.
Back to the parents.
It starts with
Back
you.
To the parents. When your kid come talk crazy, hey man, sit yourself down. You ain't about to do that with this bull crap.
I made a lot of bad choices in my life, bro, because I didn't have my daddy to go and talk to. But the fact that, see, now everybody not the same. The fact that he didn't do shit for me did everything for me. It made me a different beast. Like I'm more hungry about it now. Because I can't see myself doing that same thing.
But let me ask you this, even as let's say you had a crackhead daddy.
My stepdad.
Can your crackhead daddy teach you anything about being a man?
Yeah, they can.
So why discard him because he's a crackhead?
You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, a lot of crackheads, they just made bad choices. They made bad decisions. They're still smart, intellectual.
They're still your father.
They're still your father. Right?
So why not?
Hell,
you might have learn a whole lot from your crackhead daddy, but he can teach you something about life as a father.
Sometimes you gotta learn from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
But that's something when you get older and
when I was coming up, my dad told me there's 3 kind of people in this world. People that learn from their mistakes.
You said 300. Oh, you said three different type of people.
Three kind of people in this world.
Gotcha.
People that learn from their own mistakes. People that learn from other folks' mistakes. And people who don't learn.
Who just never learn.
From nothing. So you have to decide. You can learn something from the worst person in the world of how not to do something. You can learn from your own mistakes, say, I'm not going to do this again. Or you can just keep making mistakes and never learn at all.
My best friend, Seth Warren, rest in peace. Never learned. Played with them guns. Live by the gun, die by the gun. His whole life, bro. Ever since we was 8 years old, he always talked. We used to talk. He said, we used to play cops and robbers. He said, man, when we get older, man, he said, you gonna be the cop, and I'm gonna be the bad dude. He always said that. Now I ain't never been no cop, but the idea in his mind was he watched his daddy run the streets. He watched his uncle run the streets. Everybody in his family ran the streets. So with him watching all of that, put him in an early grade. He's younger than me.
Question. So when you say you learn not to do something, so is it safe to say when you learn how to do something?
When you learn how to do something?
No, you said you learn not to do something. Is it safe to say to learn to do something?
You can,
Yeah. And like you said earlier too, you know, every situation is different. But we gotta stop. We gotta. It's a cycle, bro.
What's the cycle?
The cycle is us not talking, us not sitting down with our kids, us not having that bond where
society in the world
raise our kids, and us not really having that bond, because I don't have to come to my son to say, hey, Tristan, you ain't supposed to smoke weed. Tristan, you're not supposed to do this. Knowledge, you're not supposed to do this. You're not. No. I want to make sure I have a bond with my kid that where when that situation is approached to them in life, they got a safe haven. They got enough knowledge from me to say, okay, dang it, I don't think this is right. Teaching your kids how to love themselves, so that way when they are faced with those tough decisions, because one bad decision, bro, can fuck you up for the rest of your life. Being around the wrong crowd, being around the wrong people, man. Like, it's a lot of things that happen in one moment, just like that, and it happens so damn fast. And if you ain't got no guidance at all, bro, like, I'm lucky, bro. I'm lucky.
So what do you do when you have the guidance and that one mistake can mess you up?
You can't run from it, I will say that. But if you have the guidance, then you have the tools.
Brothers need to stick together. As a team, we can make it wherever. Just tell me how you feel. Yeah. Just tell me if it's real. Hey.